Hi everyone, welcome to the next video from this page of goodies from Small Victories by Johanna Basford. And some very exciting things have happened today. I woke up this morning to find out that Johanna's next book, not Wonderful Wildflowers, but her one after that, that's due out in March 2026, is now available to pre-order on Amazon. Now I say that as if we all knew about it. We knew nothing as far as I'm aware. This is number 16. Staedtler Ergosoft. We're going to start colouring these donuts while I get this excitement out of my system. So I saw that Colour with Claire and Emily Illustrator had advertised on their Instagram stories that there's this new book called Inklings by Johanna Basford. Now we knew, well I knew from things that Johanna had said that she's releasing 2 books next year, and from some of the pictures that she'd been teasing us with, it looked like one of them was going to be a small size book, but I expected it to be from what I saw, I thought it was going to be a journal. So something quite simple for her, where she wouldn't need to do a terrible lot of things, that she could leave blank bits for us to fill in. This is number 10. I'm going to go over the top of everything I've done with 10. Yes, that's what I was expecting. But a couple of people of my followers also messaged me. One of them went, "Look, I was right. It's another Small Victories type book." And I was like, yay, I'm glad you were right, because this is very exciting. Now, I put my affiliate links on my socials to order the book, pre-order, but I haven't pre-ordered it yet. I will, but I like to pre-order from Waterstones. I'm going back to 16 now, and I'm going to do these edges. See where these edges have been coloured, drawn as if they're a bit darker. I'm going to just darken those bits a bit. I like to order from Waterstones for several reasons. Firstly, they're a little bit smaller than Amazon. I don't know how much smaller, to be honest. I don't know who they're owned by or run by or anything like that. But the most important thing is that they always send their books out a bit early. So I tend to get them a few days before release date, which means I can share a flip through video with you before you might get your copy. Now, I don't know if that's a bit irritating for you. You might want to see it before you see it online, but for me it's awfully exciting. That's 20. So I'm going to do the icing on the top one with this 20. I need to sharpen it. Lost my sharpener, obviously, as you do. So that was my first excitement waking up, but I was also extremely nervous because one of my sons, 20, has started his work experience week this week. So I was a little bit, you know how it is. He was absolutely fine, perfectly calm. I'm sure he was a bit nervous inside, but he was hiding it well. He did have a slight concern when he found out that his train that he was going to get is changed times. And we weren't sure whether he would then have enough time to get there if he got this later train. There was plenty of time to get the earlier train, but he didn't really want to get that one and be hanging around for ages. But we did some calculations of how long it would take to walk, and also remembering the fact that the train times are the departure time, not the arrival time. So it leaves here at a particular time, but when it gets to the town he's going to, it actually sits on that platform for 8 minutes, which gives him an extra 8 minutes. So if you consider it's a sort of 20-minute walk, and it was going to arrive 20 minutes before he needed to get there, we were like, oof, but he's fast at walking. He was absolutely fine. Then he was like, oh, actually it sits at the station. So we found out the arrival time rather than the departure time, and there was that 8 minutes difference. So even if it's a few minutes late, he will be absolutely fine. That looks vile. I'm sure it's delicious. You know me, and I really dislike this type of donut. I did promise you I would talk to you about donuts in this video. I will, but not yet. Had one other excitement, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yes, how can I not remember? The grass court tennis season starts today. I'm excited about that too. Anyway, let's move on. You don't want to know about tennis. Let's do some purple sprinkles on here. Let's use 62 first for some, and we'll do some in 6. We've got a few different colour purpley sprinkles. Yeah, so what I was going to tell you about donuts was when I was a child, donuts were my favourite cake. And the type of donut that we used to have as a child, that's the 62 done. We'll now do the number 6, were the ones that didn't have a hole in the middle. So they're almost spherical. And inside you get a big dollop of raspberry jam. Now, my mum, when she was first started work, she worked in a bakery, and she used to put the jam in the donuts. I'm going back to 20. I'm just going to tidy this up a bit because I can now see bits that I've missed. You may not need to do this because you may have been nice and neat when you first did it. So you can just sit and watch me, or watch my blurred hand, or whatever it is you can see. Anyway, and she used to have this special machine, so I'd have a little plunger which was in the jam pot, and you would put a sort of donut on each end. I always imagine it to be like a bicycle handle, you know, put a donut on each end, press down the plunger, it shoots jam inside the donut. And that's what she did. Not the only job she did. She did a lot of icing finishes and things like that as well. She was a bit more skilled than just plunging jam into a donut. Right, what colour should we do this one? Now, often you have a white glaze. I'm not going to do white. It's really boring, isn't it? Let's do a chocolate one. Number 77. Again, I'm going to layer this up quite thickly, so it looks like a really shiny chocolate glaze, which is what we've done with all our chocolate glazes. And I will come back with my white pen at the end and put some shine on to make it look nice and tasty. Oh, I don't like chocolate glaze. Ugh. If it's proper chocolate, it's fine, but that sort of sticky, thick, gunky. Ugh. Anyway, sorry. You can tell I'm excited. I'm excited today. Anyway, so that type of donut, and the donuts used to have a tad of cinnamon in, I think. No, they didn't. No, they were just delicious. And then that company went out of business eventually. There were basically lots of, a different bakery company was always their rival. Now I've managed to colour over the top of a lot of those white dots, or quite close to them, so they don't show up. What I'm going to do is leave those as white sprinkles, but I'm going to go over them with a white pen so they show up a lot more than they do now, I think. Yeah, I think that'll work. Last one, what should we do for this one? What colour? We don't want blue icing, maybe a different shade. Oh, reddish pink, I think. Let's go for this 23. So another type of ring donut. See, these are what I would call a ring donut because they've got a hole in the middle, haven't they? Or are they just an iced bagel? I'm being very naughty. When you go to the seaside in the UK, you're sometimes lucky enough to have a little shop that sells donuts. And these are ring donuts, but they have a machine that actually makes them there and then. So they have a load of boiling fat. It's like quite scary. I wouldn't want to work for one of these places. And they drop the sort of circle of dough into the fat. And you can actually watch it cook through the window. And then it cooks, and then they flip it over and cook the other side because it sort of floats in the fat. And then they take it out and put it in a tray of sugar. It's I think it's caster sugar. It's not icing sugar. It's quite a crunchy sugar. And then they put them in a paper bag, and then you walk down the beach with these boiling hot things, tossing it from hand to hand in the boiling hot bag, and then you take one out and you eat it too quickly and you burn your mouth, and they're delicious. You have to burn your mouth. It's just part of the rules. You're not allowed one unless you agree. Anyway, those are the two. But I don't like this sort of sticky, glazy icing. I've never really liked a royal. It's a royal. Is it not a royal icing? It's just icing, water icing, isn't it? That's what it's called. I've never liked it. So no, it's not for me with these like this. They do them in our farmers market, and they are a ring donut like this, but it's got a filling. No, they're not a ring donut, they're a spherical donut, and they have a filling, but they have icing. And like, you've spoilt it by putting the icing. I refuse. Not that I would eat a donut these days anyway. What kind of sprinkles with red? I'm thinking we haven't got any green, but I'm like, do I want green sprinkles? They look like sort of Angelica bits. I don't know, a bit old-fashioned. Let's do yellow. Stand out from the red, and it could be bits of lemon, because I don't know. Number 1, choose your own colour. Other colours are available. I don't know if it will stand out very much. Oh, it's a little bit. So yes, so I'm mega excited about everything today. I'm sort of nervous as well, nervous for my son. Although, as I say, he was pretty cool, laid back, you know. Oh, I think it will be fun, he says. I'm like, good. I want to do a bit of shadow underneath the icing, and I'm trying to decide what colour to do it. I think I'm going to try this colour. This is the 49. I don't want to go for the really dark brown, the 77, because we've got it here and it might look a little odd. So I'm just going to put a little layer under here, if I can get it to show up. Yeah, so I think he'll be fine, but he's just got that week and then he's on holiday until mid-September. Oh my God. But he's got things planned. I've suggested he learns Excel so that he can get his certificate. He's learning to drive, of course. And he's got his new, I think, oh, I'm allowed to tell you, although not that you would be interested really. He's on a Minecraft server called Whimsycraft, and they're just finishing up their season 1, and their season 2 starting at the end of June. But they've got a lot of people have left. They've got a few new people starting on it, but a few people have left. He keeps getting more and more people leaving. It's not his baby, he didn't set it up, but the person who set it up is leaving. This is 5. I'm going to use this thin one to do little white dots on the sprinkles. Oops. On this one. And this one, I don't know if they'll probably won't show up on the yellow, but you know, why not? This has got little dots. I'm wondering whether to make these white. Well, I made the decision as I said it. But they have got some new members, but yes, the person who set it up is leaving, just because I'm going with a slightly thicker pen now, because they've just got stuff on. They haven't really given a reason why, but it means that they were paying for the server, so they've got to sort out a way of paying for it. My son was trying to set something up last night. I was helping him, but we could do these, haven't we? But it wasn't the best idea. What they want to do is pool their money together and then pay the bill. One person pay the bill, and there's PayPal offers this pool thing, but it unfortunately reveals your email address and your name, which they tend to keep secret from each other. They don't always reveal their full name, being online and stuff. So it's a little bit tricky. They're trying to find a way to work it out. I'm trying to help them. But anyway, we'll see what happens. They want to... I said they could use Ko-fi, but the charges are too high, because Ko-fi charges you and then PayPal charges you as well. So you just get 2 layers of charge, which is fine for the service they provide when you're using a shop service or something like that, like I use them for. It's fair, but they haven't got much money. You know, they really need to just... But anyway, we'll find a way to help them. But there we go. We are finished with our revolting donuts. And I can imagine that they're in a stack. So when you take that top one off, all that gooey, sticky, they'll stick to. Ugh. Anyway, enjoy your donuts. Have a super day. Thank you so much for watching, and happy colouring.